Hi lovely bag ladies, it's me Michelle here. Now this is not a bag video. Don't panic, I am going to be carrying on making bag videos. That's not ever going to stop. So when the clock struck at midnight a few days ago and 2016 finally left us all, I had to make my mind up about my resolutions, and there's the normal resolutions. There's the being nicer to your family, the not eating quite so much chocolate, and I have had this lingering in my mind for a while. And it's only become more apparent since I've put myself out there on YouTube and I've put myself on Instagram, that I'm not the skinniest mummy blogger on the planet. I'm certainly not the skinniest content creator ever invented, and I've always taken pride in the fact that I am not like a cookie cutter mummy vlogger. I don't have a perfect house, as you can see. I don't have perfect makeup on in every video I make. I really do believe in being as real as I can be, so hence today I look shocking. However, I personally have found myself getting really unhappy about my weight, and I have decided that 2017 is going to be the year that I actually get off my fat ass and do something about it. So this is what these videos are. I'm going to make a weekly vlog detailing how I'm doing with my weight loss. I'm going to be very honest about what my targets are. I'm going to be very honest about what my weight is, and I want to share that with you guys because I feel that if I share the journey, I'll actually go on the journey. If I don't share it, then I'll just carry on sitting in my house eating Jaffa cakes and getting fatter and fatter and fatter and fatter. So here's just a bit of background so you can understand. I've never been a skinny person. I've always been slightly chunkier. I went through school being a slightly plumper little girl, and was roundly bullied pretty much from the ages of 7 to 15 for a myriad of wonderful reasons, as my bullies will tell you, but one of them was always about me being a bigger girl. And it got to the point with my bullying that I actually left the school I was in, and I transferred schools very late on in my scholastic career because we all collectively, my family, made a decision that I wasn't happy and there was a real fear I wasn't going to finish school because of it. So I transferred to a school where it didn't seem to be an issue that I was slightly bigger. Again, because looking back at the photos, I was hardly obese. I was a size UK 14 when most of the girls around me were 10 and 12. And I sailed through being a teenager, being size 12 to 14, always still slightly plumper. I was so confident and so happy in myself that it never really bothered me. And then I hit that age when I got into relationships with men, and I got in a serious relationship, and I started taking oral contraceptives, and then eventually the contraceptive injection, and my weight just went through the roof. So I went from being a happy sort of 12, 14 up to a size 18, 20 in my late teens, early 20s. And then I met my husband, and I'm not going to detail my relationship with my husband or what we went through medically or anything to have children. But of course, that was all up and down, and I really sought food out as a comfort, not only in having it, but in making it for other people. I get a real joy out of cooking and baking, and I've made wedding cakes for people, and I've made cookies and cakes and all kinds of things for people. And I actually very rarely eat them, but I do get a joy from food. Food gives me a real buzz. But unfortunately, that's the wrong kind of buzz to get from food. I shouldn't be deriving all of the comfort I need for days when I feel crap and days when I feel really down from food. So I know that I need to find a way of relating better to food and using food for what it's intended to be, which is to give you energy to get through the day and enjoy things. And at the moment, I'm not. So I've made a decision. I'm going to be following the Slimming World plan, as well as accompanying it with some exercise. Now, with 3 kids, I know there are people there going, oh, you should have enough exercise, but the reality is I have 3 children under 4, and getting proper exercise is few and far between. So I'm going to make that my priority, that this year I give myself that time every week where I can go and go swimming or go running or just do something. And this is where being on here and getting ideas and inspiration from you guys is going to be so important. I'm going to be sharing my weigh-ins every week. I'm going to be sharing my measurements occasionally, and I'm certainly going to be as honest with you about how I'm feeling and about how I'm finding everything as I can be, because I've always been honest with you as an audience, and I want you to get the same support from seeing me put myself out there as I'm hoping that I'll get from you guys back. So I weighed myself this morning and I am currently at 17 stone 4. Not the biggest I've ever been by far. At one point I was at 19 stone about 6 years ago. That was the heaviest I ever was, and I was incredibly miserable, and I followed Weight Watchers at that point and I lost 2 stone, and I've kept it off pretty much all these years. But 17 stone 4 at 5'5" BMI wise, I'm not even going to look, because I know it's going to be the section of the chart that says you're going to have a heart attack soon. My goal at the moment is to lose at least a stone. I just want to get myself to be as close to 16 stone as I can. I know that doesn't seem like a massive goal, but I want to start on small potatoes rather than on big, I'm going to get down to a size 12. The reality is I probably won't ever be a size 12, but I certainly want to give myself something workable to start with. I'm going to be releasing my videos every Wednesday. Wednesday will be my weigh-in, and I will try and keep you guys updated to what I'm doing as much as possible. So wish me luck. Hopefully this is not going to be horrendous, and that you're going to be able to help me, and we'll all have the journey together. I'll see you all soon. Bye.